Meghan Markle here.
With Epstein kind of topic. All right, next tweet. This I posted on my community board. Gordon Brown, former UK Prime Minister, who had just partnered with William on the homelessness vanity project, was among the foreign dignitaries that Jeffrey Epstein proposed to arrange girls for during a climate change summit in New York. The newly released email and the Epstein saga reveals. They got everybody. This is why the world was shut up with what was going on in the Middle East. Okay? They got all sort of people. Let's see here. Katie Rumler. That was September 19, 2014. This is the email. Okay? Doesn't look like you are prioritizing your schedule very effectively. How are you going to manage all of that? This is Onga week, so the boss will be in town too. I'll be here all week. You may get sick of me. Just sat down on the train so can talk freely. All right, so this is Epstein, the email. Girls, oh my God, question mark. Careful, I will renew an old habit. This week, till summer, Bill Burns, Gordon Brown, Jagland, Council of Europe and Nobel Chairman, Mongolia Press, Hardeep Puri, India, Boris Gates, okay, Qatar, Sultan, Dubai, Coslin, Harvard, Icon Blackwood. What the hell? You are a welcome guest at any. Also, if you think there are interest people in town, everyone here for Climate Summit, Clinton, Security Council, holy shit. I'm on, they black this person's name here for next 30 minutes. Oh, there's me here. Let's wait and see if there was any evidence GB was actually participating in Epstein offering activity. Maybe was JE was trying to pull Brown into criminal activity. Jeffrey Epstein was trying to pull Brown into his criminal activities with the offer. It could be, but the thing is that was the plan. Entrap as many people as possible because they know doing this thing underage is illegal. Okay, this thing was originated, this type of tactic originated in Russia. Okay, when Putin, whatever position he was at that time, when the president asked him for help because the president was under investigation, and he called Putin for help, and Putin found a way to entrap the prosecutor. And then there was a grain image of the prosecutor with, doing things with either prostitute or woman. I don't know. And then by showing the prosecutor the image, he back off against the president, then prosecute the president. And that has become the blueprint. Okay? That has become the blueprint of what's going on around the world. And these men, when they go places without their wives, they think it's free will to open their bodies to anybody. This is how sometimes their spouses, get infected with all of this nonsense. Because these people, these men, when they go places, they open their body to anybody. Anybody they could ride or whoever could ride them, if you know what I mean. Okay, Billy is attached to quite a few Epstein contacts, a lot of backing earth shit. Okay, what is all this? Okay, you could pause and read this. Too many. Alright? Wow. I'll read that one. Jeffrey Epstein, an email from immortality billionaire Sultan Ahmed Ben Salam in 2011. Subject, smart shoes. Ahmed Ben... Okay. advised Epstein he can assist with providing shoes with GPS integration to track kids and client. Oh my God, kids! And client Epstein responds with thanks, great idea. Ahmed Ben Solem is the CEO of the logistical giant DP World, which has ties to the Emirati military industrial complex. There's what's his name? Bill Gates. Wow. Also Epstein book, Paul Allen, the founder of Microsoft. They got all sort of people. Yeah, they're everywhere. There's Bloomberg. What is it? The Black Book of Maxwell. It has all sort of people. They don't care who you are. If you're people, prominent people, possible of being in power, you're a musician, you movie star, they got you. Because you just never know when they're gonna need you to do something. And then they will show you the image of what you were doing with young kids and say, you better do it or we put this public. That's all. This is the game that is being played. I saw it from the beginning. Go back to some of my old videos. This is why my channel is not doing too well. Alright, so much of moral crusades. It's amazing how easily charity becomes a shield for the powerful when the truth starts leaking. Man, the hits keep coming. This is why they don't want this thing to be public. It truly not too long ago, I said, okay, now that Israel got to where it is now in the Middle East, tie all sort of politicians, people who were in power, who could put a stop to what was going on in the Middle East, they were holding this type of thing, you know, you better shut your mouth, let us destroy and kill those young people, the kids, babies in the Middle East. Okay? Eventually, they're going to release it once they get to their next stage. I did say eventually they're going to release it, little at a time. And then they're going to start a new war, so people will be distracted while they're rebuilding whatever damages they did in the Middle East. Okay, obviously, Epstein not very good at reading character. Brown's about the last person who be interested in random females. What? Anybody who can massage their private part, they'll do it. Gordon Brown had some link to the Dunblane massacre, and the pedophile perpetrator, Blair slapped a 100-year D notice on it to hide the evidence. Eventually, the truth will come out. God, you need to do your thing. Alright, so this is a video. I think that the ex-wife of Bill Gates, what's her name? Something. Okay, there it is here. 3 minutes. Bill Gates' ex-wife said her and Bill Gates' divorce was influenced by his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. I had nightmare after meeting Jeffrey Epstein. And I think it's, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. The moment she was aware of her husband's involvement with Epstein, it's best to get the hell out of there. Out of that relationship, because you just don't know who's going to be riding your husband, and if he's going to use protection, what else he's going to get and then transfer it to you. Especially at that age, you just want to enjoy your life. You don't want to deal with sickness and taking medicine and things like that. Oh my God. All right, let's listen.
It's not one thing, it was many things. But I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards.
Melinda French Gates opens up following her and Bill's divorce and the role Jeffrey Epstein played in their split. The power couple revealed last year that they ended their 27-year marriage.
Any of the questions remaining about what Bill's relationship there was, those are for Bill to answer.
That's Melinda sitting down with CBS Morning's Gayle King on Thursday, her first wide-ranging interview since the split announcement in May.
Divorce is a painful process, even when it's what both parties want. It still is a very painful, personal decision.
It wasn't one moment or one specific thing that happened. There just came a point in time where there was enough there that I realized it just wasn't healthy, and I couldn't trust what we had.
Among those contributing factors, Bill's connection to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The disgraced financier died in jail in 2019 while awaiting trial for sex trafficking charges.
You know, it was also widely reported that Bill had a friendship or a business or some kind of contact with Jeffrey Epstein.
It's not one thing, it was many things. But I did not like that he'd had meetings with Jeffrey Epstein, no.
And you made that clear to him.
I made that clear to him.
Melinda admits she met Epstein and doesn't mince words about her first impression.
I wanted to see who this man was, and I regretted it from the second I stepped in the door. He was abhorrent. He was evil personified. I had nightmares about it afterwards. My God, I feel terrible for those young women. It was awful.
In a statement to CBS News, Bill calls meeting with Epstein, quote, a mistake that I regret deeply. He adds it was a substantial error in judgment.
Any of the questions remaining about what Bill's relationship there was, those are for Bill to answer. But I made it very clear how I felt about him.
Melinda and Bill's divorce was finalized in August of last year.
First of all, I think, I want to say that on the day I got married, I never thought I would end up being divorced. And, unfortunately, I felt like I needed to take a different path, but I didn't have any sense of how big of news it would be. You can't anticipate something like that.
The couple shares 3 children together, and both remain involved with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Definitely a very sad milestone.
In his first interview following the divorce in August, Bill explained the split wouldn't affect their dedication towards giving back.
Melinda's a great person, and that partnership that we had coming to an end is a source of great personal sadness. We are communicating and working at the foundation, and so that partnership we're going to try and continue.
The wife has given a lot of money to different charities, and from what I'm seeing Bill Gates is doing in Africa, they want him out of there. Okay? They want him out of there. The thing that he's doing, not too many people are happy with it. The thing that is happening here in America, another playbook from the UK, it's like a soft landing. Okay? Because they know eventually those names are gonna come out. So for the public to have a different feeling, view of what they did wrong. So they want to go into the people's psyche, inner feeling, to feel sorry for the guys who did what they did to those girls and young women. Okay? There's another video that I found out while I'm editing. I'm probably gonna insert it since I'm talking about this here. What's this guy? He had the show with Mark Cuban was in it too. I think it's O'Leary on CNN, trying to make people feel sorry for the guys who were involved. And then I was reading some of the comments and people were saying, yeah, he's on the list. He's on the list. So maybe after I finish what I've already recorded in the day, I'll add it at the end of this video. Okay, so let's get back to the original recording. All right, so there's all of that. And who did Epstein have nightmare about? Let's see here. Larry Summers, recall, I've told you, I have met some very bad people, none as bad as Trump, not one decent cell in his body, so yes, dangerous. He then wrecked the world and avoided a scandal. Alright, let's leave that alone. Oh my God, GIFs. Wow, they were so young. All the money in the world, and she chose to look like that above compare to this as she got older. I mean, as long as she's happy with herself, this is something some people don't understand. This is her. This is how she, I don't know what to say. This is how she feel. Oh my God. Did she equally have nightmare about Bill Gates' money? All right, let's leave that alone. She's saying she met the person. You could have a feeling about someone, and the guy is, let's just say she did what was best for her, okay? $500 million a year, scandal after scandal, the monarchy is finished. It's time we got our elected head of state, abolish the monarchy. All right, so it's 40 seconds. This is my last one for this video.
Of this institution essentially is illegitimate and it's outdated. We've seen that. It's brilliant to see that the monarchy, I wanted to say the monarchy is crumbling, right? But it's not crumbling, it has crumbled. right? It's actually gone. And so I wonder whether that world has actually died within all of us, because it needs to, for the kind of new system that we want to see in place, the republic that we want to see in place. Have we dethroned the monarchy in our own mind?
Wow. And there's a change that's happening in the US as well. There's all of this. Not sure some people understand, says the page with 1.4 thousand followers, extra loud micro minority. Well, it's remain to be seen. It's remain to be seen. All right, so that is it. Okay, and my sidetrack, I said I was gonna enter this clip into this video. So this is it here. O'Leary, all the people who were really hurt by this were caught lying, including a member of the royal family. Navarro, the people who were really hurt were the women. All right, so let's listen, 48 seconds.
Let's just look at facts, because I mean, everybody has a political position on this. Epstein's still dead tonight, still dead. All the people that have been really hurt by this actually were caught lying in a scandal, including a member of the royal family who was stripped of his titles, all that.
Say that again? All the people that were really hurt?
Yeah.
The people that were really hurt are the women, Kevin.
Yeah, and I'm
the
not,
young girls.
I don't think having
who want
sex.
closure and want truth and want
Let me
transparency.
finish, or are you got something
Yeah, but
more to say?
the people hurt is not
Thank
Prince Andrew.
goodness you're
That's
here.
hold on.
Let me,
No, but that's ridiculous.
let's
You
just
say that the person hurt is Prince Andrew.
Kevin, is that what you were?
I'm
is that what
trying
you're
to finish a
say?
thought. Work with me on this, okay? Work
Okay, well,
with me.
make sense though, please.
No, I'm going to help you so much tonight. So at the end of the day,
Good luck with that.
let's just look at
My
facts.
goodness.
Because I mean,
Let's see here. I would love to see the rest of the thing. Okay, Jesus Christ. Kevin, are you in this list? The hell. O'Leary, the people that were really hurt were the people like Andrew. Really? The people hurt were the pedophiles, Kevin. This is how they think. When it comes to Epstein, these people are trying to protect the rich men, not the women who were children when this happened. I have this in one of my videos. Okay? Did they do... Okay, let's listen to it.
I was raped repeatedly. I was raped 3 times a day sometimes. And I was not the only girl on that island. There was a constant stream of girls being raped over and over and over again.
Okay, I think I have this in a video. It's very painful to hear. I don't know what YouTube might do to it. Let's listen to this one instead.
Todd Blanche, who is now the Deputy Attorney General, is meeting with Maxwell in jail today. And as you have referenced a couple of times here, so I just want to ask you more about it. She's been a little, and I started talking about this, lionized almost, like lifted up by some who are suggesting she could be a victim too, what is your reaction to that? What has been your reaction to that? Maria, let me ask you that, and then I wanted to ask you, Jennifer, just what your thoughts are on that meeting.
Right, so I've never met a more predatory, terrifying human being in my entire life. And neither had Virginia Giuffre, and neither has Annie, or Anushka, or many girls like Shantae Davies. There's hundreds of us that were preyed upon by Ghislaine Maxwell. She's a very dangerous person, and she threatened my life on many occasions. I've had to move and be in hiding because of this predatory child predator and just victim predator. So it's completely unacceptable for anyone to call her a victim. The woman is not a victim, she's a victimizer.
Let me ask you, that is a accurate and good way of putting it. Let me ask you, Jennifer, I mean, you've obviously been standing side by side here with Maria, but you are also a lawyer. And I want to know your thoughts about seeing Trump's former personal lawyer, who's now the Deputy Attorney General, go spend the day privately with Ghislaine Maxwell. He's going back tomorrow. What do you think about that?
This is deeply, deeply disturbing. Ghislaine Maxwell is not a reliable witness. To think that someone who is facing what she's facing the rest of her 20-year sentence and now might have an opportunity to change that dramatically by saying whatever she wants to say or needs to say to those in charge and in charge of her fate, it makes no sense, and she's not reliable. I find it also very disturbing to equate her with the victim. She is We've been dealing with the Epstein victims for many years, Maria and many others, and they're the people that should be focused on here.
They're trying to do a soft landing so the people, the public, could have a different feeling towards it. Okay? To give a leniency of the people who did the crimes. Let's see this one.
I'm considered number 27. I'm Donald Trump's 27th sexual assault victim. When I was doing Sports Illustrated, that's when he assaulted me. Jeffrey Epstein walked me into his office to be sexually assaulted by him.
Wow, 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 wow. There's so many things. Okay? There's so many. A disgrace, yeah. He's a scum. Mr. Wonderful is pretty awful. Kevin is an idiot. He's so insulting to women too. Why is he on CNN? He holds no value. Go Kevin, national treasure. Okay, so if this... Alright, so that is that. Let's get back to the original recording so we could end this video. I just wanted to add the CNN video for you guys. There's a lot going on. It's trending right now. Pedo President Trump. Alright, so this is what's trending right now. Alright, a lot of things. I can't go through all of these. YouTube is part of the problem as well, because when they knew this type of things were, oh my God, were coming out, what they said, they sent notice, at least for me, to not be talking about things that happen to children and all of that. So what is that here? 19 hours ago. This is new. Let me add this. It's 2 minutes. This is a Democrat. He seems to be reasonable. Let me listen to him. Pause. Vaskin, the DOJ hasn't released any emails that mention Trump's name and identify his role in all these activities. Those came from the estate of Epstein instead. This is a demonstration that the government deliberately withholding anything damaging to Trump. All right, so let's listen to this. All right, and then that'll be it.
As well about others who may have information and that could be prison mates of Ghislaine Maxwell. I mean, give us an update on that and what the committee is thinking about how to talk to these people.
Well, the thing that really struck me so intensely yesterday was all of these emails saying things like, of course, Trump knew about the girls and tried to get Maxwell to stop. And we don't know if that means to stop stealing girls from Trump at his hotel and taking them into their operation, or stop being involved with Epstein. We don't know exactly what it means, but there's all kinds of emails that indicate that Donald Trump was perfectly situated to know what was going on and ensconced in that whole culture. After all, Epstein was his best friend for more than 10 years, although Epstein said very mocking, derisive things about Trump in some of these emails, saying that he was, borderline deranged and demented, and, talked about how stupid he was and so on. But in any event, we know from these emails that that Trump was aware of everything going on, and the Department of Justice must have these same emails, and yet none of them were released by the Department of Justice in these huge tranches of material that were sent over, including completely irrelevant press releases from many years ago and all of this flotsam and jetsam stuff. But the point is that the Department of Justice has not released any of these emails that mention Trump's name and that identify his role in all these activities. Those came from the estate of Jeffrey Epstein instead. So this is a demonstration that the government is very deliberately withholding the information that everybody is actually looking for in anything that could be damaging to Trump.
As I'm listening to this is how stupid the American people have done, those who voted for him to be back in power. Oh my God, there's all of this, okay? A lot of information. I'll put this here. I'll enlarge it, you could read. Okay? I'll enlarge it, you could read it. Alright? So let's get back to the original recording to end this video. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. See, a lot of things coming up about the Epstein thing. I'm the one who decided not to be talking about it. I don't want to talk about this as well. All right, so that is it. Thank you for watching.
Wanaka. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.